Howdy everyone, welcome back. Today we're in a slightly echoey room, the den. This is gonna be the natural light filming setup in the new home. Maybe someday we'll put some pampas grass in the back or something. But today is Friday. I'm actually going out. I'm being reunited with Vanessa and it feels so good. Sweet Angel is finally back and I'm so excited to see her. So I'm gonna get ready with you. There's a few new products, a few new techniques I wanted to show you that I've been doing, a few new products that we're just gonna play with and try. And I wanted to do all of the above in a natural lighting setting and getting ready with you in real time so that I can go out and eat food with my sweet Vanessa after this. So if you like videos like this, the little chatty getting ready with me's, please do give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you wanna see more videos from me in the future. My friends, let us dive in and let us get our makeup on. So first things first, my skin is so dry. I think the AC in the new place is maybe a lot stronger. Maybe it turns on more frequently in the night, whatever. My skin is like, it's been a long time, probably years since I've experienced waking up with like white, dry dust around my mouth. It is crazy. I need to get my humidifier back in action. So very dry skin means I need a very nice thick moisturizing primer right now. I'm gonna take the Bobbi Brown face base, the vitamin enriched face base, and take a good healthy serving of this onto my face. A dupe for this product that I also use and love is the Welleda Skin Food. I don't really have a reason why I use one or the other. I just looked at it and I was like, huh, haven't used that in a while. It's equally as thick and delicious, so I'm gonna pop that on. But I went and bought these, which is what I wanted to mix in with it, the Chanel Le Beige. You guys know how much I love the water base, and I was so excited to see these little highlighting fluids. I got the two shades, the lighter and the deeper. They are Pearly Glow and Sun Kissed. How glorious do these look? They're just so beautiful. I was so excited to try them and I was so excited that the department store had them, so I had to pick them up. I'm gonna use Pearly Glow just because I just wanna try and get my shade correct today. So I'm gonna take a little squirt of this, or 3, perfect, into the face base. And apparently this little glow can be used on your face and body. So I thought it would be fun to make a little concoction for the base here. So I'm just gonna rub that together and put it on my face. The woman at the store was like, oh no, don't put it all over your face. Only use it to highlight, but I'm like, I think you underestimate how glowy we like to be in this household, my friend. So I'm just gonna mix that in. I actually really love that that has a pump. That's so nice, and it's really, really sheer. So for me, I would most likely be using that as my base mixture, not as like a direct highlight because it's very, very liquidy and watery feeling. I'm excited to play a little bit more with that. That's a nice little moisturized base that we have on our face now. For foundation, I'm not gonna lie, I use and love so many different foundations. I get really lost, and every once in a while I just get reacquainted with old foundations. Not even that old, this isn't even that old, but it's been a hot minute since I've used the Makeup Forever Reboot foundation, and I used it the other day and I was like, yes, it's been so long. This is such a beautiful foundation. I'm gonna take that into the palm of my hand. And I like to apply this with a sponge. It's good with a brush too, but because I've just put such a thick hydrating base on, I want to use the sponge and not like wipe any of it away with a brush, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm just gonna take that everywhere. It's really beautiful for every day. It's just like a slightly, the feeling I guess is like a slightly elevated MAC Face and Body. So MAC Face and Body, I like to apply with my fingers, and that's a very, very sheer, almost like a tinted moisturizer feel for every day. This one is that same feeling, slightly more coverage, but I like to use this one with a sponge just to get that same effect. I don't know, it really does just look like your skin. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful foundation. And I was happy to pick it up again. It's been too long, sweet Makeup Forever. Gonna bring that down my neck a little bit just to make sure that we don't have any kind of lines on the neck. Go around the ear. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, I've been continuing to use the Charlotte Tilbury under eye little magic corrector moment. I have this one in the shade One Fair. I mentioned this in my Charlotte Tilbury video if you missed that on Wednesday. I'll link it here. It is definitely going to be my Tarte Under Eye CC Cream Corrector replacement. For anyone who's used the Tarte one, it's like really thick, but it's very creamy. It really feels juicy under the eye. It's really, really hydrating. This one's a much more thin formula. I still feel like I get the same effect. I still get that same correcting feeling. It's just not as hydrating. It's just a little bit more normal feeling under the eyes. I prefer the Tarte formula, but I prefer this shade range. And the packaging's adorable. So there's that. Let's conceal and just get some redness in here. I'm gonna take my Tom Ford Concealing Pen. I'm using this one in the shade 5. I've been using 6 recently, but I feel like it's just a little bit too deep. So we're going back a notch and using 5. And I'm just gonna put that around my mouth. Never-ending redness around this area and just under the eye. I often like to connect the dots almost. Like I put the foundation on, I put that base on, it just kind of evens out the skin tone, and then I'm putting that brightening corrector, and then over top to just bring it all together, I then wanna go in with the concealer just to blend it all in, give it a little extra oomph of coverage, and make it feel complete. And I'm gonna use my sponge since we have it out today and just blend that all together. Ooh, I love that mixture on the face. Love it. Thrilled. How thrilled? Be thrilled. Let's take the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand. We're just gonna do a little boop, 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 boop. It's a lot. And we're gonna take the brush and blend this out. Like the Oma Beauty one, this one just, you just need the smallest amount. Like I just made some crazy lines here, but that's when it's nice to have the sponge at the ready. You can just kind of go over top and fix any mishaps you've created. You could also just blend this out with a sponge. I just personally like the brush. I don't know, I like doing the contour and the bronzer with the brush. And I'll take a little brush and just use that to do the nose bits. I'm loving how this base is turning out. I'm so happy with it. I did want to use the Charlotte Tilbury Color of Passion Pillow Talk Lip and Cheek Balm again. It was so pretty and I just need to put it on my face again. I'm gonna take my sponge and I will dip this in and just apply the blush now. Ooh, yes. That's so much more intense. I feel like it's felt so sheer when I was applying it the last time. But I just love this color, and I'm doing a little bit more of like a accepting of my paleness, cool toned feeling makeup. And I'm also wearing a blue shirt. And when I do a more cool toned makeup, like I have a cool toned, you know, like the cool toned bronzer and all that, I like to use these kind of plummy undertoned shades in it, and it just meshes with everything so nicely. I do personally feel like this is my perfect shade. Even though you guys know how much I love like warm, bronzy, orangey things. Like if I were wanting to just do like a really clean look, I feel like this is the type of makeup I'd go for. Like very interview-esque. I'd be like, hello, yes, my name is Allana Davidson. I am a classy, cool woman, and I don't go overboard with my bronzer. I'm gonna stop fiddling with the face for now, and we're gonna go into the brows. Now this has been a very exciting brow revelation. I have been using Soap Brows Wrong all along, and I had this revelation because Benefit sent their new brow microfilling pen. This is not sponsored, however, this was gifted. Benefit, thank you so much. I've been really struggling. I hate the Anastasia dip brow. I just feel like I mess it up too much. It takes me too long. I didn't want to sit and like learn how to become a painter and literally paint my brow hairs on. I feel like when I use the soap brows first, it's really hard to then go in with like a more dry pencil. So I feel like I wasn't getting the full benefit of the soap brows when I'm using a pencil. And just some other products weren't working for me. This solved all my problems. This is incredible. It looks like a little fork, a little slanted pitchfork, and it just draws everything on. But it's got 3 instead of 1. So like, for example, a Glossier brow pen, whatever it's called, that's the one I've been trying to use lately, but what really pisses me off is you do like 2 strokes, and then you have to sit and like shake it and wait for the product to come out. This one doesn't seem to run out. Like it just keeps on giving as you go. So I can do my brows in like a minute. It's amazing. So as a brow update, life update, you'll be hearing about this more in my August favorites, I'm sure. Now with the soap brows, how I've been doing it wrong all along is I've been taking my MAC Fix Plus or whatever setting spray I'm using, and I've been like soaking this. Like I'll do like a full 1 or 2 sprays in here and really saturate the product with the wetness. But lately, I've like barely been spritzing it away, okay? And really getting like the actual chunks of soap onto the spoolie and then doing that. And you feel like you have more like chunky soap in your brow, which you do, but that's what's sticking the brow up. Like I feel like I was wetting the soap too much to a point where it wasn't really doing anything. So this way, you're literally putting the putty onto the brow and you're essentially just wetting it enough that you can pick the product up without like flaking it around. You know what I mean? So I'm putting this on, I've got chunks of soap all over me, and I'm just gonna take my finger and kind of rub the soap out. And then at the same time, it's flattening your brow to this magical feathered effect. I feel like this is just gonna be an entire video on the brows, but that's okay. I'm literally just pushing it up like the most crazy feather brow that you ever did see. And if I feel like I've gone a little bit too crazy, I'll just kind of try and pull that down a little bit. My brow hairs are very long and unruly. I don't trim my brow hairs, as some might who are better at grooming than I am, but I just try and put them at such an angle that they're not too crazy and high. But like, what a difference. What a difference of using a slightly drier version of the soap. And now that I've laid the brows is when the magic of this goes in. So right now, like if I'd been using precisely my brow pencil or the Dior brow pencil, any other brow pencil, you're kind of moving what you've just laid down with the soap. So it's not as effective. This is just so light. I've really been hyping this up. I better perform under pressure here. Okay, so I take the longest tip on here. There's 3 tips. I'm taking the longest one and angling that one forward. And I'm just literally gonna fork this and follow my brow shape. So right in here, I'm just gonna go whoop, whoop. I use a bit of a lighter shade because I feel like if I am messing up, it doesn't show up as much. But like how quick and wonderful and easy was that? So I place it flat and I just move up like with the natural shape of my brow hairs. And the little 3 prongs separates the product so much that you don't really have to worry about like actually drawing the hairs and trying to make it look natural. It's just doing the work for you. So that's my new brow love. I'm obsessed. It's for the ultimate fluffy brow look. And I just keep it stored upside down in my little eye brush holder. So let's move on to the eyes. I was really excited about this. Wayne Goss is one of those OG humans on the YouTube space, and I think his brand is exclusive with Beautylish, which is totally fine by me. Beautylish has the best shipping practices ever, especially to Canada. There's no duties. They do like overnight or next day shipping for all their products. It's incredible. So I got the little email from Beautylish that he was launching this stunning neutral palette. This is the Luxury Eye Palette Imperial Topaz. The fact that it actually has a shade name makes me excited that he is gonna come out with more shades of these little lovely palettes. So this is the palette here. There's 6 shades, very gorgeous, gorgeous, warm neutrals. I personally, looking at it, am like, yes, this is beautiful. You've got 2 mattes, some creamy shimmers here, and then this appears to be like the glitter shade. Honestly, I feel like this could have gone, I would have loved a lighter brown, and then this could have been a contender for my perfect neutral palette, but I love the packaging. I like that he did a lot bigger pans, really nice sized mirror. This was 77 Canadian dollars. So it's definitely on the high end. But prices of makeup just seem to be going out of hand and going beyond our control. So I don't even know what to say about that anymore. But I wanted to play with it and see how it performs. I haven't even like swatched or touched this at all. So this is going to be a little first impressions moment with it. But let us start with this brown here. And let's just take this. Oh yeah. Wow. We're just gonna try and blend this out a lot over the lid. I'm starting in the outer corner. And I usually just take this big fluffy brush. This is the Smith 232, the best blending brush, big fluffy blending brush of all time. And yeah, okay, wow, that buffs away very nicely. So this is like, wow, how glorious and creamy. And that just turned into the most lovely little crease shade ever. Just slowly building it up in layers. Take that same shade, bring it on the lower lash line. This has been, honestly, this shadow alone has been the easiest blending I've ever had out of any shadow in my entire life. I cannot believe how creamily and beautifully that blended out. At first I was really scared. It looked like really intense, and then it just blended out into the most glorious, I don't even know what to say. That was the most stress-free blending I've ever experienced with a brown eyeshadow. All right, let's do the ultimate test. I'm gonna take that same brown shadow with my little eyeliner brush, and I'm going to create a little smoky wing. Oh my God, like look at how easily that just glides over. It's so wonderful. I also just really am particularly feeling love for this shade on my eyeballs personally. It's the perfect like in between, not too cool, not too warm. It's the perfect in between brown. And then I'm gonna go over top of that with the black. This always makes me nervous. I'm gonna press that right into the lash line. Oh, it's so nice. I'm not like going over the brown anywhere that we applied it. I'm literally just pushing that right into the lashes. And then I'm just gonna take the little fluffy brush and just kind of fuse those two shades together. I just really want more of that warm brown. I want a little bit of a thicker line, so I'm just running a light little layer over top with this little fluffy brush just to add more of the brown in there. Okay, now let's take this highlight shade. I'm gonna pop that into the inner corner here and also on the brow bone. And then I'm also gonna take this glitter shade with this same brush. I don't want anything too pigmented or else I would have used my finger. I just want a little dusting of this right onto the lid where we don't have any other shadow applied. Absolute massive thumbs up from me. This was beautiful. So excited to see what else he comes out with. Oh, I love that palette. That was beautiful. I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes Mascara. I really loved how fluffy this was, and I think it'll nicely pair with this very light little smoke we've got going on the eyeballs. For lip liner, I'm gonna use the Victoria Beckham 02 lip definer. And I just take my finger and rub that around. And then honestly, these just came in the mail. I haven't even opened or swatched them at all, but these are the Fenty Beauty Pro Kisser Luscious Lip Balms. And they sent me 3 shades. And from what I've seen on the gram, these looked right up my alley, so I was excited to try. Let's use the shade Latte Lips. I think by the looks of it, that could potentially be the most in line. Oh yeah, for this look. Latte is a good description of this shade. I'd go like very light beige. Oh, it's really nice. It's like their lip balms, but creamy. It's like a creamy lip balm. That's what it feels like. Very nice. Very, very nice. And this is the finished look, you guys. Thanks for getting ready with me. I want to hear your thoughts on some of these new products as well as the new little brow routine. What are your thoughts? I am so excited about so many of these things. I didn't even put a highlighter on. I didn't even feel the need to put a highlighter on. I felt so glowy with this base. I'm obsessed. This is like a great go-to look to have in your little makeup kit, arsenal, backpack, knapsack, whatever you're feeling. And I just wanted to have a nice little chat with you guys and play with some makeup and some natural light. So, my good people, happy Friday to you, and I'll see you all very soon for a new video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!